Hi everyone, it's Bonita from Pennies to Dollars. And today I thought I would tell you about what a day in the life looks like of a frugal person that lives in the country. I start my day off if I'm working from home by making my own coffee. And I do this also if I'm driving to work. It saves you so much money. I know you've heard this before, but I have found that once you start making your own coffee and you get it the way you like it, if you do decide to have a splurge day and go by Starbucks or something, it doesn't even taste good anymore. You have learned to change your palate to the way that you are making coffee, and you actually enjoy it better. And then you feel like you've just wasted your money. So I have found that making my coffee at home has been a very normal thing. In fact, I look forward to getting up in the morning and making my own coffee now. The second thing is I do all my dishes by hand, and a lot of times when I'm working from home, I do it during my lunch break. I really like working from home. I have an hour drive in the morning, and then I have an hour at lunch that's opened up, and then an hour that I would normally drive home in the evening. So that gives me 3 extra hours at home to keep my house up and to keep everything clean and everything ready to go. When I was working in town, I found that it was very hard to keep all of that stuff caught up, and so I do all my dishes by hand, and a lot of times I do that during my lunch break. I also only do about 3 loads of laundry per week, and I try to do that around the peak hours. I either do it before 7 or I do it after 7 in the evenings. I've stopped sorting my colors separately because I have found that it doesn't make any difference. It really isn't making any difference to separate all those. All it's doing is making me have more loads, more electricity, more water usage. And so I just throw like 3 loads in a week and everything's done. I hang everything on the line, and a lot of times I do that during my lunch break after I've washed my dishes, and so that is all taken care of. I also look forward to taking walks when I get off work at 5. I live in the country. I can walk by rivers and streams and cows, and I just love the green grass. If I time it right, I can watch the sunset as I'm walking home, and I absolutely love taking my walks. That is something I really look forward to. Also, in the evening, my husband and I watch a lot of free TV, and I talked about this in one of my other videos. We have a Roku box, we have Tubi, we have IMBD TV, which is all free. We have AMC, which is free. There are so many free things on the Roku box that we just watch free quality TV, and we have some really good programs and series that we really enjoy. Right now we are watching Leverage, and I don't know if you've watched that before, but it has action, comedy, suspense. It is a really good 5-season series that we are watching right now on IMB TV. Also, one of the things I look forward to is playing with my animals. We have 2 donkeys, we have a goat, we have outdoor cats, and we have 1 indoor cat. And so I really enjoy my animals. That's something I look forward to every day, is seeing my animals. And that's one benefit to living in the country. In the summer, the goat and the donkeys just eat grass and drink out of the pond, so I don't have to buy anything to feed them. And then during the winter, I probably buy 3 large bales for the donkeys, and we feed the goat a lot of scraps. He's basically my compost. He eats any scraps that we have. He loves all of our produce scraps, so we don't compost anything except for eggshells and coffee grounds, and everything else goes to the goat. I also enjoy pulling weeds. I find it very therapeutic. I like to plant flowers and keep those up, and I like to plant a garden. And so those are other things that I do in the normal course of my week. A lot of times those things are on the weekend. And then I also like having breakfast picnics on Sunday morning. We have picnic tables out in our yard. We also have some at the ponds, and we will go out and we will have a breakfast picnic. And we try to make it a rule that if it's nice outside, that's what we do on Sunday mornings, is we go out and we have a breakfast picnic. And it really starts the day out wonderfully. It's so relaxed, so enjoyable. It's just something I really look forward to, and my husband does too. And then the last thing that we do is sometimes we go to the pond and I will watch my husband fish, or I will read. We have 2 ponds that are stocked with fish, with a little cabin that is not very far from our house, all on our 4.5 acres. And we spend time up there in the summer as well. So as you can see, as a frugal person, my life is very full of fun and enjoyment without spending a lot of money to be able to provide that joy and entertainment. And then I save up my money to do other things with them. But I couldn't imagine living anywhere else than in the country. I couldn't imagine living in the city and having people and pavement and cars around me all the time and sirens. To me, that would just make me anxious, and I would not enjoy that. So I hope you've enjoyed my day in the life and what I do when I'm at home, and I hope you will follow me in the future.